Ryu.
Yeah.
Ryu.
No, he was gonna walk. He was walking over to him and like, Ryu. He sits down to him and like, yes, he sits next to him. Like, I assume he's on the ground or something.
He's kneeling, probably, like
Yeah.
with like one hand over one of his eyes, and he's like,
Yeah.
Where did they go? Where did they go?"
It doesn't matter. You've lost them.
They're saving this world, Ryu. Hero puts his hand on his shoulder, and then he goes in for a hug. I'm sorry.
He's still for a moment, like trembling a bit.
But it is good to see you, Ryu.
You need to stop with that fucking act. And then suddenly he gets up and pushes you away before pacing forward, and his eyes shoot open.
Oh no! What do you mean?
What do I see in his eyes?
What do we see? What do we see?
They go black for a bit, and he goes, "She took away my slipstreaming. I'm well beyond slipstreaming." And then he suddenly like shouts, and a black tear opens up in front of him. And Hero, you recognize the void immediately.
Oh, Angelo, stand back. That's the void.
I'm not. I'm not gonna stand. I'm gonna try and grab the guy, like lock his arms, pull him away from it.
All right, roll strength.
Yeah, Angelo's gonna run and try and fucking grab the guy and make sure he's not going anywhere.
Ooh, yeah, you're.
You may be beyond slipstreaming, but you haven't got past me yet.
Angelo,
you better let go, unless you want to be with me when it all happens. And he's just standing down. He's standing with you, like locked around him, and the void portal is now approaching.
Am I not like making progress, pulling him away from it?
You're pulling him away from it, but it's approaching him. So
Listen,
like, that's.
I don't know everything that happened, but you know you don't want to go back there. Stop this madness. Listen to Hero. What he said is no act. I know him well enough to know that he wouldn't have wanted you to go through what you have.
It's around us. It's all around us, don't you see?
Only if you choose to see it that way.
yeah. Well, Hero doing anime closing fist. Looks up and just says, Ryu, I won't let you go back. And Hero is running forward, but then using finally we're gonna do it. You know, Angelo is trying to get
I've got him by the arms, like basically I've got, one arm around each of his like shoulders, trying to drag him back. So yeah, I've got him in a kind of arm lock kind of thing.
But the portal is going closer and closer, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to pull him away from it and keep us out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Hero's gonna make that way easier.
Oh.
Because I haven't used it, but Hero is determined this is an anime moment. So let me just think about how to word this. Well, basically, Hero is gonna run at him, at the two of them, and he's gonna use his sharp thoughts, and to use my sharp thought to boost myself to giant size. I'll grow roughly twice as big.
This comes out of fucking nowhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's War Titan.
It's just really funny. I forgot you did the last thing. You're just running towards us, and for no reason, you grow to twice the size.
But yeah, being bigger, I just suddenly grab both of you with my arms.
Hero really grew as a hero that day.
But yeah, just grab them away from the portal.
That's awesome. That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Angelo is probably just, wait, what the fuck?
What the hell? What in the
Oh.
seven hells are you doing, hero?
Oh, I guess I never told you about the War Titan, did I?
You
No,
learned a
that
new trick, huh?
you're very accepting. You people can just do this.
No, it required a lot of training. Lots of painful training by Grandpa.
Oh.
Ryu just goes, yeah, same.
Yeah. So what? So like you just grow twice size and like you've scooped us both up now.
Yeah, no, yeah, and grab him away from, like, get him away from the portal. The portal isn't fading, is it?
It was approaching them, but you've like scooped them away from it, so
Yeah.
it's about to start fading probably.
Yeah,
But
so
Ryu just looks at you and says, "Hey, you say you won't let me go back to that place, huh?
I won't.
Well, guess where your friends are."
Wait,
They'll be coming back.
we believe in them.
They'll be coming
Right.
back, maybe like I did.
They're a lot stronger than you are. I say,
got
having
each other.
known one of them for a few days, but it's all right. They've got the rings.
They do have those.
They do
They
got
do
those
have
rings.
Hopefully they still have the rings. I hope that wasn't a one-time use and now the rings are gone deal. Like Dragon Balls.
So he just suddenly just goes, I need you all to know. I need you all to see what I see! And he just starts screaming as void portals just start tearing themselves open around all of you.
Nani?
He's got as many as he needs, hero. There's no stopping him at this. There's no stopping him from doing this unless we.
No,
Unless...
I know what to do. Angelo, let go of him. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, Angelo agrees. He like lets go and he kind of like drops out of Hero's. He drops out of Hero's grasp. Do what you feel is right. Don't have any regrets over it.
I told you I would save you. I Ryu,
Hero.
stop these portals, and you can. Let's just do this one-on-one like we used to.
The time for that has long since passed.
Oh, I see. You're just chicken. Context, back in the day, he would call Ryu chicken.
My God. You've really brought it full circle.
You want to see them again?
I do want to see them again.
I'm the only way.
Okay,
I'm the only one who knows my way around that place.
well, show us then.
Fine. Let's go together, hero.
We go together. Wait.
Let me show you a bit of what I saw. And yeah, brings one of the portals down onto both of you. You're just gonna let the void swallow both of you?
I guess
Yeah.
if I've got no time to question it.
Angelo, what do you want to do?
Oh,
If
Yeah, they're
Hero's
both-
going in, I'm going in.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're just gonna jump in there too?
I guess so, but
Yeah.
one last thing actually before I do go in. I thought it was going down, but I look around for Dominique. I look around for Dominica. I look around for anyone from the circus.
Yeah, they've all been getting everyone like away, like a good
Like
distance.
responsible people.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going in then. They're all around. They're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right. The void swallows the three of you, and you are now in a black, just horrible place. You can feel things writhing around you,
Oh,
tearing at you.
I'm gonna say because my Titan form requires concentration. He absolutely can't keep the concentration here.
Yeah. You feel things writhing around you, wriggling, like grabbing at you, prying into your head, like a constant scream.
Mm.
As
Oh,
Ryu looks away and you follow his line, if you could follow his line of sight, you see glowing white and three other figures around it.
Do we want to cut back to what we've been up to
Yeah.
in the meantime?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, Kochi just goes, "What is this? Where are we?"
I don't know.
Scott just
Can we see each
go
other?
back. Barely.
Can we see the crystal?
Yes. It's
Okay.
floating above you. Still cracking, but like almost in a stasis right now.
I think we're nowhere.
Oh, why did I think that? Scott says as he just like trembles.
It's not your fault. It's about what I was thinking too. Do I recognize this from being inside his head?
Yeah, this seems like the same kind of thing that was doing the constant psychic damage,
I
but far more real now.
Yeah. I think we're in, I don't know, the void where he was the guy doing all this. He had been here and I don't know, it was doing some kind of psychic damage and
Well, we need to get out quick.
what does it seem like with our rings? What is the situation there?
Your rings are still on.
Does it seem like we could just zoop back or like what is, do they
Well,
seem more inert?
they're back to their own colors, so they're not white anymore.
Interesting.
And you're all very much exhausted from
Yeah.
activating that in the first place.
All right, Felina's like, okay, just try and remain calm. I think that took a lot to do. It might hope they should recharge, and then we'll be able to get back. Hopefully,
And if not, did we just sacrifice ourselves to this?
we won't know that until we give it more time. And Felina's trying very hard to stay calm, but you can hear the she's having a bit of trouble with it.
There is some character progress here. She freaked the fuck out. She would have absolutely fallen in on herself. I feel like only a little while ago.
She reaches out to hold hands with the others. We should do like a ring hold hands thing.
Alright,
Just
yeah, they agree. They
stay
shuffle.
calm.
They do their best to like shuffle through
Yeah.
like this black muck that you're all floating in.
Does the crystal seem to just remain there inert?
Yeah, like in stasis almost, like it's in the middle of bursting, but paused.
So as they hold hands there, after a bit, think the others can hear Felina crying a little bit, and then she just sort of, I'm, I'm really sorry that you're both here. This was my plan, and it it wasn't your choice to do this. I decided this for us, and I think we can get out. I think we'll get out. But if we don't, I'm sorry that I did this to us.
Yeah, they're all both breathing heavily. And Kochi just says, it was all of us. It was all of our rings, right?
Thank you for doing this and for helping save them.
I think it was worth it. 3 of us for however much damage this would have done back there.
Hopefully. I mean, worth it. All that decides if it was worth it or not is, it's up to you. The universe doesn't decide if things are worth it or not. That's up to us to decide if things are worth it to us. So, if it was worth it to you, I guess, is my point. And Felina kind of, squeezes both of their hands. She's pretty scared at just being here in the void, and that because what Felina hasn't said yet is seeing how the big crystal there is kind of inert. She's worried that the void will stop our rings from charging, but let's give it some more time.
Scott just says,
And so yeah, I
hey,
think that's.
when we get out of here, I'm gonna find my dad.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do to him, but I think I need to see him.
Scott
I'll
is
help
gonna
you with
roll.
that if you want. Who
What,
knows?
what was that?
Scott is gonna roll over him with his
Oh, what did
fucking
Felina
ball.
say?
Oh, well, I'll try and help you with that if I can.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll see my dad too after everything found out with my mom. I hope she's okay.
So yeah, you're all just sort of there in the void for a while until there's the sound of something approaching. And we cut to
Oh God.
Ryu,
Oh
Hiro,
no.
and Angelo. So, Ryu has demonstrated, he says, I know how to move through this place. You better follow.
Ugh. We'll follow, but might I just
Yeah.
say something, Ryu?
Mm,
How many years did you spend here?
3.
3
At
years. I can imagine those were pretty hellish times. And I'm not going to pretend that what I've been through in my life compares to this, but
It wouldn't have been 3, it would have been 4 or 5. I don't know. He
Uh,
said,
it probably
however
felt a
many.
lot longer either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this isn't. But what you've just done was not the right response to that. If you know this pain, the right thing is to try and spare others from it, not do this. What Hero tried to do for you was the greatest kindness I've seen in a long while, and I've seen a lot of it in my time. You don't know what I've been through, but I would not dare put others through what pains I know. So you are going to take us to our friends, and we're going to take them back out of here, or else this place will seem like heaven compared to what I will do to you.
Oh, that's big talk.
I'll
He
back it
says,
up.
and as he grabs sort of a tendril to start pulling him, and pulling him towards the white light, uh, you know, motions for you to grab onto something as well, as he can start moving things as well.
I grab.
Yeah,
I'll grab too.
you all start moving towards the white light.
How did you escape then? What brought you back out?
Eventually, I came to understand what the void was trying to tell me.
Tell you?
And once I did, it let me out. It let me out so that I could make everything else understand.
Do you not think that bringing people to understand didn't have to be quite so drastic?
The truth is drastic. There's no other way to find out than to experience it. And as you move closer to the white light, he suddenly just says, "Hero,
Ryu?
did old man Hasagawa ever tell you the force beyond slipstreaming was?"
No.
Maybe he didn't know himself, but I do now. Some reason, whatever your friend Felina, she managed to cut me off from my ability to use the slipstream.
Yeah.
But I should thank her. I didn't need those training wheels anymore. And suddenly, he pulls on he pulls on what he's holding on to, and a large like mouth just with like glimmering teeth comes up and swallows the three of you. And you suddenly feel a lurching force that suddenly you feel a lurching force that goes in a certain direction with like great speed before the mouth opens up again and spits you out, and you're all right in front of the crystal, and you can see the three ring bearers below you.
Oh, thank goodness.
And
Felina! Caught. Yeah.
and then Ryu just sudden is like a distance away from you, and he grabs the crystal again. Now then,
You didn't get sucked here with us, did you?
no, they didn't. Let's all go home. You want to know what the truth was? He says, looking at Angelo.
Show us.
The truth was the truth that the void taught me. There is no such thing as right or wrong.
Oh. Oh.
And yet you're going to just follow its will blindly.
It showed me that there is no right or wrong. There's just chaos.
Chaos.
And yeah, at that, he's now let's bring it home. And at that point, the void dissipates around you, and you're all back in the middle of the circus.
What?
But this time, Ryu's far above you, holding onto the crystals, as the crystal suddenly bursts in his hand.
No.
You can see fragments of it fly off. 4 of them, in fact, just fly off in completely opposite directions.
4.
4.
You can see one fly off. One flies off sort of southwest. The other flies off northeast. Another flies off straight north, and another flies off north, and another flies off northwest. And he's holding on to a different one. He's managed to hold on to one solitary fragment as he's flung down by the force of the explosion. Ryu lands on the ground, holding onto this fragment of the crystal, as the others have flown off, and just says, This is a fraction of what I wanted, but it's enough. Hero,
Ryu, no. Ryu?
let me show you some. Hero, I'm not gonna I wanted to show something to you. But first, I think I need to pay old man Hasegawa a visit.
Grandpa, no.
Watch the force beyond slipstream as he suddenly opens up the void portal again and jumps into it, as it immediately closes behind him with a crack.
Grandpa.
Leaving you all behind. Ryu's gone.
There you go.
Grandpa, no.
Is that... If he's gone where he says he's gone, how long would that take us to... We've got to focus on the
Hemlock.
crystals. We've got to gather up what we can.
Yeah, no, you're right. Grandpa can deal with him.
The crystal
Help.
shattered. You hear Dominica's voice as she approaches, and calls out to the circus people to help all of you up.
Okay, now that we're on the other side of it, what was the good result exactly?
Huh?
I'm saying that to Dominica. I'm like being picked up. What was meant to happen?
That energy wasn't supposed to coalesce like that into something solid like that to be used. It was just supposed to restore my health.
Did it do that much?
It did, but he jumped in and he accelerated it. He made it volatile, then he made it form into that. And now it's broken apart and spread across the land.
Can you
Yeah.
Can we sense them? Is there any way to know how far they've gone?
Let me do something. She's going to go. Walks off and starts like casting a spell to like visualize something. As Hero, you're helped up by you're helped up off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, by you're helped up by Fish, the swamp person. Felina, you're helped up by Randall and Aaron, because you're in a bad way.
Yeah, I was
Right
gonna
now.
say, I think Felina's just sort of like slumped down on her knees, just like looking at the ground, like is almost unresponsive.
think, yeah, Angelo, when he's up, I think he's gonna run over and, like, use a healing potion on her just to kind of bring her up from that state.
She's doing better with the healing potions. Definitely less, like shaky, more steady on her feet. But she's still pretty like down. She feels like a failure. A lot of regret is going through her head right now. A lot of shame.
Well, a lot of things are going through. Hero said, his grandpa is in danger.
I mean, it definitely could have gone worse. All's well that ends well, I guess.
Actually, no, I've got something, though. Oh, I'm gonna say it to Hero, actually. Because it's not against the rules. I go to Hero and I say, Hero, we should probably deal with the crystals, but if you want to, I can try and get us to your grandpa. It's risky, it's not something I'm well versed in, but I can try. It's not slipstream magic, it's, well, broadly similar, but we can try for it.
Thank you, Angelo, but my grandpa would be the first one to say, let him die. Well, obviously he wouldn't want to die, but
I understand. He's wouldn't want us throwing our lives away when there's work to be done here.
Yeah. And my parents would agree too. They're stronger than you might think.
I'll have to trust you. Right. Okay, well, the moment Dominique has figured out what she's figuring out, we might have some information to act on, but...
Yeah.
Can I try using my sight beyond to see if I can track, the trajectory where the crystals went, or would that not work like
Dominique
that?
is already doing that.
Okay. Might be easier than troubling her with something when she already has a lot on her plate. Just wanted to be considerate.
Alright, Dominica turns around and just says, "Everyone, to the tent. I have some to explain. It seems I have some explaining to do."
On this level, can I take a much shorter bathroom break?
Sure.
Real quick? Thank you.
There's no such thing as right or wrong. Only what you do.
Yeah, but what he did is wrong. That's like...
Yeah, he's just...
undebatably...
there's no such thing as right or wrong. That feels very Felina.
There's no such thing as right or wrong, but there is being a massive dick and just kind of knowing that you're being a cunt.
Right and wrong are just words. What matters is what you do.
Ryu, a hero. I say things on the internet and I don't care if snowflakes get mad at me.
I'm gonna grab a bit. I think I should have been done for the day, but oh well.
Actually, Neo, you know what this whole thing...
Uh-huh.
This...
Actually decided against the beer. Just had water.
Oh.
This is actually Ryu. Like, it changed Amuro to hero.
going to doing something extremely wicked. Can't believe he's Char. Amaro.
I'm doing something extremely wicked.
Is that Char or is that
No, that's Char.
or is it Quattro?
No, I understand. You see the sunglasses, you think, no, that's a Char.
Aha.
I do love how in Gundam, like, just wearing sunglasses is a valid disguise. Like, it's not even stopping with Char. There's, like, in another Gundam series, one guy wears sunglasses because he basically wants to hide his identity of being a former pilot. Or they wear masks. They wear very obvious mask. Something wicked is way come.
This would be an amusement park ride in Terrafo.
Welcome back,
I said I was back.
yeah. That's what I was saying.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So we're all here, right?
Hmm?
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you're all called to Dominica's tent.
The tent of Dominica.
The one that I did not destroy.
Yes.
I really hope they're not going to get on my case about that because I can't pay them back.
Yeah, Dominica has summoned you all, as well as in the tent are Aaron, Austell, Arius, Buka, and Fish.
Fish.
And she that's going, all right. Well, as you can plainly see, our benefactor that had been helping us just betrayed us and did something so crazy that I couldn't conceive of as possible. Coalesced vast amounts of volatile extra-dimensional energy and turned it into a single source of power. Then that source of power was broken up, causing an explosion and flinging it across the land. Wherever those fragments of that crystal have landed, well, they could be doing untold amounts. They could be causing untold amounts of chaos. Given that this is in fact given that we are in part to, given that our circus is in part to blame for this, it's going to be up to us to fix it. We need to go around. I am proposing that we split up around the country and collect these crystals.
Sounds like the quickest way to do things.
Find out where they are exactly. I have been able to determine their general locations. One of them flew off to the cypress jungle. Somewhere.
Alina's ears perk slightly at that.
Another into the desert. The third landed in the mountains. And the fourth, well, likely somewhere in the Tenz's sinkhole. That would be the closest one.
He had a piece left on him, I believe.
And his last piece, he took it off. He took it to an island off the coast.
I know. My grandpa.
So if we're splitting up, how are we doing this? Because the sooner we act, the more damage we can mitigate. I can.
Arius and I will head to Yuma. Fish, Ostel, you should go to the Tenz's sinkhole. Aaron, Yuka, see if Aaron, Yuka, check the mount. Probably you should go to Emberwell. The rest of you, I suppose, you should go to the jungle.
Back south then.
Yeah.
Fine. That's good. That's fine. We can do that, but the the circus still has its guards, right? Give a consignment of guards to each of the other parties.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Now,
Once we've got the crystals, then what?
once you've collected the crystal, once you've collected a crystal, you should come back to Marion and see if we're all here. If we're not, then assume that the other parties have run into trouble and go and help them.
And if we are,
Silvana, do you still have it?
Yeah, Stilavana, flashes the thing, the air, the wind chime.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
can track
sure.
we
The
can
wind
track our
turner.
way back. We'll be able to find you.
And
but
we are
so
all
once
here.
we all have them back, then what? What's the plan? What are we bringing them back together for?
Well, with them together, we could go to Anoth as Anoth, if that is the island that he's on.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
with him outnumbered and with the crystals in our hands, we should be able to overwhelm him.
Okay then. Let's get moving.
Now keep in mind, whoever has found these first might not know what they're playing with. And if they do, they could be the one amongst the most dangerous people in the land.
Well, at least not a rat won't find them.
Yeah, there's not one in Custer, thankfully.
I mean, maybe O'Malley saw it shooting overhead and he's now scurrying his way south to the jungle. We can't dispute that possibility.
And she turns to you, Felina, and says, "You should realize, you don't have to go and collect these. This is This is our fault. We're fixing it. But you've suffered quite a bit. You could just take Randall home." Felina?
No,
Lena?
it's better. Yeah, I'm responding.
Oh, okay.
No, it's better we deal with this. We're closer to it than anyone else.
Well, your help is appreciated. Right. Any other questions?
I'm good to go.
Well, let's move out. That madman can't let that madman go unchecked,
No, we
or
can't.
any other madmen.
Any other?
So yeah, everyone teams up and sets off.
Once we're out of earshot of the group, like pretty immediately, I'm gonna try and like tap on my like snake bite tattoo or whisper to it. Chassock's his name, right? I'm not
Yeah,
getting that wrong.
pass off.
Yeah. And I kind of whisper like, "Hey, this is a long shot. Chassock, can you hear me right now? Do I get any response or anything?"
You do not.
Hmm. Gonna need to figure that one out.
But you do actually. You get a whisper in your head telling
Uh
you
huh.
closer quarters.
Wait, like
It just says
be alone or be
yeah,
closer to?
closer
Oh, okay.
quarters.
All right. I'll wait on. No, fuck it. Let's do it. Do this now. Let's not keep the man waiting. And so I just say, "Give me a minute," and I sort of run off to like find a private place.
Right.
I want to do this. The rest of the gang can have a little thing if they want, or if you just want to get
No,
the
this will
scene
be
out of the
pretty
way.
quick. This will be pretty quick. So yeah, you get the voice. You have run into many. You have run into far more danger than even I could have anticipated.
So you saw what happened here?
You're you were very close to death. Very close to something worse.
Yeah. So did you see everything with the crystal already?
Once you were lost to the other place, we lost sight. Even we cannot peer into where you went.
Elena just sort of, well, I'm back now. And that crystal that he made to get there broke up, and one of the pieces is down in the jungle with you, I assume.
Across the bayou, yes.
Keep your eyes, like you said, you have good eyes. Keep your eyes out for that. It's dangerous.
We make our home in the swamp, but for a friend such as you, we will certainly be able to detect should anything happen. But right now,
Elena,
it is lying in wait, waiting to be found.
Sort of nods. Thank you, my friend.
Take care not to lose your life.
That's I watched Kino. Didn't go well for that guy when he got that advice. That's ominous. Cool.
Yep.
Well, that's that conversation I wanted to have.
All right.
Fucking
So,
bringing back everything with Felina. The skateboard, the, like, copycat ring, the snake bite. All this shit we haven't dealt with in ages. Bringing it back.
right. So, yeah. Kochi asks, so should I be accompanying you on all this?
I guess it depends on what you feel safer doing.
This was the
Well,
calamity that was foretold to come and go, I believe, but this wasn't tied to the rings, was it? Or was it?
Elena shrugs at that.
I do
Like you
have
said
my
earlier, don't have enough information.
and I do have my job.
You've already chanced a lot. We can't tell you what to do from here.
You'll be coming back to Marion, won't you?
That is,
Hopefully.
hopefully, yes. That's whether or not the circus comes or goes. Whether or
Well,
not plans get thrown off course.
I'll be here.
Right.
And
Try and
if we
stay
need the ring
safe.
again,
If something happens, well, we've headed south, so you know which way to head to try and find us.
yeah. Best of luck out there. Looks like it's going to get a lot rougher than
Actually, wait.
before it gets smoother.
Actually, wait. Dominica, I do actually have a question I need to ask.
Oh, okay. All right. You went to go ask Dominica a question.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, before we went, like, something actually did occur to Angelo, something he should ask.
Yep.
Dominica, this... Okay, it's probably... Actually, yeah, because he went to ask her, because... I don't know. Maybe it feels better to ask, but... I don't know how much you know about that crystal, but it seems a decent amount. What is it actually doing to our world? What should we expect to see out there?
It gifts great uncontrollable power. Your raw energy. And it seems to have been touched by the void, imbued with a certain will.
So,
So we're
is it going to be warping the landscape, warping the people within it? What am I looking for here? What am I looking at? What are we looking at?
anyone who might wield such a portion of such a thing will be gifted power beyond their imagining, and they'll be subject to the influence of the void, whatever it wants them to do.
I see.
If anyone finds it before we do, we can only hope it is someone benign and willed and with enough of a will to resist the urge to cause chaos.
One of the shards that landed on Axe's head, and he's like, "What this? Food? We're doomed." Um,
Yeah, is that your
That
question?
was it, yeah.
All right, cool.
To be clear, Randall is with us, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Dominique has no use for him anymore.
So if we're stopping by the jungle, Sylvana brings up,
Yeah, the kids.
are we going?
Figured you'd.
Yeah, the kids. But also, are we going to be going to Terrebonne?
Well, we can't go into Terrebonne, but I figure that with circumstances being what they are, who could possibly care?
I have some unfinished business at home I need to take care of, if you'll recall. But
But we, I'll remain outside then. Got to remember, Sylvana can't re-enter the city for
Yeah.
another few months.
I do remember.
According to some contract.
So, We could check on the kids. We could divert the course for that. Make sure they're okay. Make sure nothing has run afoul of them. But we can't waste too much time with the way things are.
Maybe they're thriving.
We don't
Maybe the
even-
kids are doing great.
We don't even know where in the jungle the kids are.
Can't be that hard to find.
Come on, let's start making our way. We can discuss this as we go.
Alright, well.
Can we get a cart? This is gonna be a we have some money. We can afford transport.
What does
We
everyone
don't
say?
gotta walk this way, do we?
I frankly just want to get moving, but I've got 138 coin. We could try for a horse and carriage, make the journey faster for the lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah.
I
let's
think
try
that
and
would
let's
be
try and scrape together like a horse-drawn carriage.
cool. How much is that?
Well, a horse is 75 coins. Wagon is 150 coins.
Let's see. I have.
But that's to buy. I meant like to rent passage.
Oh,
To-
I see. That's simpler then. Yeah, can we shop around for someone
Yeah.
to
Oh, actually, wait.
ferry us
Or-
there,
I-
essentially?
Actually, guys, I do have 120 of Felina's stolen coins.
Well, yeah, but let's see about getting a rented transport to the way down there. So
Yeah.
rather than buying,
Elena has
right?
129 coin.
By the way, can we wrap up soon?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see. We'll say that you just have to pay down 100 coin for transport to. Well, they can't just take you into the jungle. You can board it. You can get on a transport to Terrebonne.
Yeah.
That would be the easiest.
And that will inevitably take us into the jungle ways.
Yeah.
So if all of us put down 33 coin on that, well, one of us has to put down 34. I'll put down 34 coin. Which leaves me with 104 coin, which is nice and simple.
I have then 95 coin.
Let's see. 120, 120 of that coins and 25 plus of my own.
Alrighty. This path will take you from Marion going through the plains, going on the beaten path, on the off beaten path, through to Tarrant. Then it'll pass by Tarrant and go on the road, and this is where and looking at this travel, this is where Scott suddenly gulps.
By the
It'll
way,
pass
we are
right
still
by
on the
Regent's
we are
Springs.
still on the city map, in case we're not meant to be.
Oh yeah. So it's gonna start at Marion. Take this beaten path, pass by Tarrant, and then Scott gulps as he's looking at this schedule, as it will take you right by Regent Springs.
Oh, Marion and Tarrant were swapped in my head, geography wise.
And then it'll go from Regent Springs following, the path, Seneca, Coral, and then the path through to Terrebonne.
Sensible. We just keep our head down.
Yeah, Scott is immediately like, oh, Regents. Well, not like they'll be able to sense me, right? I'll
does-
Yeah.
just stay in the cart.
What would it
Keep
matter
my
if
head
they
down.
if they sense you? Will be gone before that it even matters that they could act on it.
Besides, you have
Yeah,
a
hopefully.
shield.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Well,
All right.
you just went into and out of the void, and you're still concerned about what the people of Regions might have to say about you.
Old fears die hard.
I suppose so.
Well, no time like the present. Yeah, you all hop on the cart. The driver's ready. And it's
Yeah.
time to set off for greener pastures. Get it?
Yo, Silver.
Greener. Because you're going to the jungle.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we wrap up there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that seems good.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, just a thing. Because this cart is a bit on the cheaper side. By the way, how much coin did we all pay each?
I
30.
paid 34, and you two should have paid 33.
Okay. Okay. No. This cart only plays Fortunate Son, and the and the GameCube tape is stuck on It Ain't Me.
Jam box.
Jam box.
Songs are played on jam boxes.
Oh, sorry. The jam box is jammed on It Ain't Me.
It ain't me.
Are all six are all six of us sharing one cart?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Damn.
Size one.
It's we're getting close to each other.
It's a fun way to put it. Alright. So, bonds. Any bonds update? Or any
Yeah.
last conversations you guys want to have? Or actually, or then we're gonna say that for next session, I suppose.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the conversation. Hero may be going to now. He's challenging for Hero. I don't know. I feel like I should update a bond with Hero, but I mean, I could just say I refuse to believe Hero is the cause of calamity. I work to prove this. It's just kind of past, really.
Yeah.
I think in Angelo's head, that's just proven now. That
You have more context for that claim.
yeah.
You
I
could
have
just
the context for the claim in that I
suppose
think
you
it's
just
total
disagree
horseshit.
with the point. You disagree with the point of view.
Yeah. Completely disagree with the point of view.
Alrighty. So, did you update any bonds with Felina?
Yes, I think I did. I'm writing it now.
Okay, but Angelo, nothing.
Oh, not with
I'm asking
Angelo. No.
Snake.
I'm typing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you are typing. Okay. So we do have bonds. All right.
It's Ryu, like R-Y-U, yeah?
Yeah.
RYU, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're from the 90s in America, Ryu.
Ryu.
It's pretty basic, but this is what mine is updated to. I refuse to believe Hero is the cause of calamity. I'll look through one man's warped perspective will not wear on my friend's conscience. I will undo the damage Ryu has done, which that is in relation to Hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Me and Felina didn't really interact much because I didn't see her big moment either when they're in the warp and she was making a
Yeah,
big
that's the
declaration.
thing. She
Yeah.
had an actual, human, non-cynical moment.
And none of the other player characters were there to witness it.
Yeah.
But no,
But she did.
that's the. But we did
did.
see that she was willing to do to take
Yeah.
that big a risk.
Yeah, true. She did, like, potentially sacrifice herself.
I don't know what to do with that though, because the first thing that came to mind is just condescending, but it's like, no, it's where do I go from? You know what? I know this is like a. You know what? I think this is a more symbolic one. I'm just literally gonna terminate this. Felina isn't a bad person. She's petty and selfishly driven. I realize that she's often trying to do the right thing, but cannot do it in any way the worst way. But no, she just did it. There was no gain. There was no thing. She just literally saw the right thing to do. And it's like, no, that would be fucking incredibly rude and backhanded to still think what went wrong here. You know?
Well, it was motivated a lot by Randall.
But that's
Yeah.
not doing it for bad reasons. That's still
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's
You could
like...
you could eliminate it, I guess. That if you want to say it's resolved.
Yeah, I think it's resolved in that I don't think Angelo has any reason to think that there's something like wrong to root out.
He did something for love.
Yeah, I know it's just a resolved bond.
There's still XP for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and think up a new one for Felina though, but I'm not sure where to go with it. I think maybe next session figure that one out, or I'll just sit and think now.
Good bonds for Angelo.
I'm trying to think about like Bond, but I'm just a bit tired to think.
I don't want to just have one that's blandly nice, like, oh, Felina's actually much better than I thought, and where do I go with that? Like, because there's an element of I have misjudged Felina, but okay, where do I go with that? We've already gone through the arc of, oh, should I learn from her or should she learn from me?
Okay, so I think I have one with Hero written. If you want to go first, though, Hero, by all means.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I have this old bond. Angelo warned me that Felina was gonna try and trick me. I feel that's just whatever. That's a soul bond. I don't
think it's going anywhere. I think we're just beyond that point.
Yeah. And then I have I'm gonna make a new bond that is this. Angelo stood up to avoid Power Ryu. While brave, he doesn't seem to realize how dangerous it is, but I think we can both learn from each other when it comes to dealing with Ryu. Like, he was braver than I.
Right.
Like,
I'm not sure if that's... Yeah. I mean, that could be braveness or ignorance there.
Yeah. No, I'm like... He was brave enough to stand up against him while Hero was mostly standing there.
And even dove into the void.
You know what?
Yeah.
Swede, I'm not going to tell you... Maybe it could be like an angle of... this guy legit doesn't actually understand what he's dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, no, I'm changing that.
Yeah.
Willingly walked into the void. So he just dove in.
He dove into the void. He was going to jump into that portal at the start until circumstance changed. Like, no, there's Angelo's cocky, and now there's like, no, this is actually legit way beyond the danger he's dealt with so far.
Yeah, I'm taking it like that. I'm changing it. I'm rewording it to that. I'm ending the previous one because that is basically over.
Way more dangerous than he thinks. Gotcha. Good. Anything bond
Okay.
Lena?
I have... I missed
now you can
go ahead.
Go for it. No, I don't have a finished one for Lena.
I was gonna say I have both my bonds updated with Hero, and they both went in weird directions, very different directions than they had been going. This shook things up. So the first one, if Hero causes Randall to come to any harm, I will not forgive him, but I do believe that he sincerely will try and protect him. Randall is okay, but it was because of Hero that things went the way it did. I don't know if I'm mad at him or not, or if I'm mad at myself for how I failed to handle the situation. Felina's going through a lot of very complicated feelings about how this all went down.
So she
And
does.
Heroes, definitely.
She does take the rock guy's side that it was Hero's fault.
But she recognized it's like it was already past that, to some extent. Like Hero had caused this a while ago, um, unknowingly. The other one that I think is a bit more interesting. So we previously had I tried to make a connection with Hero, encourage him to learn a valuable skill, demonstrated I was willing to compromise and do less crime. He just got mad at me. Stubborn part of me is getting more determined to get along with him. So, I was in Ryu's head. Ryu hates Hero far more than I do, and almost got Randall and everyone else killed. But I know that he's a lot closer to me than Hero is. I understand him. I still don't know if I understand Hero. What does that say about me?
Oh.
Oh, well,
Because something we didn't get to talk about, his whole speech about what I learned, there's no right and wrong and only chaos.
yeah.
Felina
No,
kind of got what he meant though.
funny,
It sounds edgy when you say it like that, but
funny enough, when you went away, I said like that was a fucking Felina line. Like,
Felina understands chaos theory.
Felina is like a little bit of mayhem.
She is.
Well, that will actually be kind of interesting with my bond for her. So here's my old bond. Maybe I can make her understand my point of view. So here's the thing: Hero wanted to understand her to understand his point of view, but here's the thing: because we all saw them disappear with that. I've been too hard on her. I need to mend our bond if we're gonna stop for you.
Nice.
So that actually works out pretty well.
Alrighty. And Felina, did you have any other bonds with Angelo, or?
I don't think my Angelo one's updated. I didn't interact with Angelo. Well, I didn't interact with either PC that much, but I interacted with things that were very directly related to Hero.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, did you possess the one in order to increase your material wealth?
No.
No, you did not. Bad role playing. Upsetting. No XP for you. Angelo, did you attract renown, infamy, or rapt attention with your magic?
Yes, everyone saw me blow the tent away and tell everyone to leave.
It's true. Gain experience.
Experience gained.
Wonderful role playing. Hero, did you use your abilities to get someone or something out of danger?
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Did I?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you body blocked Ryu.
You got big
Yeah.
to pull me away from the first warp for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Void. There you go. So take an XP for that.
Even though we
Two-
end.
Two very good role players today.
But it's not. I'll admit, I'm not as good of a role player as I was when I played Axe.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
The Void's fucked.
We learned about a different world.
About Void, that's true. And learned about that crystal as well. So take an XP for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Did we?
I mean, we got through the void. We survived the scripted encounter.
And we stopped things could have gone a lot worse with the whole ritual. Like, no one died, you know. We broke up. We got the crystal broke up at least, you know. So he only got a
But there's no
fifth of it.
telling if that's actually better or not, considering who knows what those crystals are gonna do.
Yeah,
No.
but he didn't get all of it though.
Yeah.
Or who it's gonna land, whose lap it's gonna land in.
We just had the Knuckles moment.
He did.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh no!
remember, Hero was the one who shattered those crystals. Who put the crack in the crystal.
Yeah, but he put the final blow in.
Yeah, that's right.
On an
But
island, you know.
I'll give you
Hey.
XP for overcoming Ryu. I'll say you basically did. And the Void as well.
Yeah.
Did we loot a memorable treasure?
The friendships we made along the way.
No.
No, we did not. Well, take an XP for playing. Well gamed. Well gamed.
Thanks. I won.
Did it.